Deep in the Black Forest of Bavaria, there is a stream the locals refuse to drink from. Its water runs with a strange cobalt blue sheen, shimmering even under moonless skies. They call it the Devil's Vein. A young hunter named Wilhelm, chasing a wounded white stag through the mist, crosses the boundary stone without realizing it. A stone carved centuries ago by hands that were not human. Within seconds, the forest falls silent. No birds, no wind, only the sound of something small, metallic and ancient, dragging chains beneath the soil. For 300 years, the villages bordering this forest have buried a secret. Long ago, when greed-driven miners tore open the mountains searching for cobalt ore, they disturbed an underground kingdom belonging to the Kobolds, small, iron-skinned earth spirits who had lived beneath these roots since before recorded history. The miners didn't just steal ore. They desecrated a sacred circle protected by a coven of forest witches who had sworn an oath to the Kobold king centuries earlier. The witches warned them. The miners laughed. That night, every miner who touched the cobalt vein began coughing blue dust from their lungs. Within a week, all of them were dead. Their skin stained the color of the ore they stole. The villagers called it sickness. The witches called it justice. The forest remembers it as the Cobalt curse, and it has never truly ended. Every generation, the boundary grows thinner, and now Wilhelm has crossed it. The Kobolds are not the comic, cheerful gnomes of modern tales. In the old Germanic and Scandinavian traditions, they were dangerous, vengeful spirits of the mind. Guardians of metal who punished those who took without offering respect in return. Their name itself is bound to Kobold, because miners believed these creatures poisoned the ore to punish trespassers, turning rich veins into something toxic and cursed. The ancient witches of the forest were not evil sorceresses, but druidic guardians, women who communed with stone and root, who had bound their magic to the Kobold court in a treaty of mutual protection. The witches would keep humans away from the sacred veins, and the Kobolds would let the forest flourish. For generations, the pact held, but the moment human greed broke the silence of the mountain, the treaty shattered, and the witches, bound by blood oath, were forced to enact the punishment themselves. Wilhelm, deep in the woods, stumbles upon the remnants of this coven, a circle of standing stones, blackened candles still burning after centuries, and a single iron mask half buried in moss. The ceremonial mask once worn by the High Witch who sealed the curse. As he touches it, the ground beneath him hums. Small footsteps, dozens of them, echo from inside the earth. The Kobold King emerges, not as a monster, but as a small, ancient being with skin like hammered iron, eyes glowing cobalt blue, crowned with twisted roots and ore. He does not attack. He simply speaks, in a voice like grinding stone. You did not steal. You were called. The twist unfolds. Wilhelm is a descendant of the very witch who sealed the original curse. His bloodline was destined to either renew the pact or end it forever. The forest itself orchestrated his journey. The wounded white stag merely a guide sent by the witch's spirits, still lingering between worlds. The Kobold King offers him a choice. Take the iron mask and become the new guardian, sealing the curse for another 300 years. Or destroy the mask, freeing the Kobolds from their oath, but unleashing the full, unfiltered fury of the cobalt poison upon the modern world, where mining never truly stopped. As thunder cracks and cobalt mist rises from the earth, Wilhelm must decide the fate of an entire bloodline and an entire forest. What would you have chosen, power or freedom? The legend says the forest still waits for an answer. Some hikers near the Black Forest still report glowing blue mist at dusk and the faint sound of tiny footsteps following them home. If you want to know what Wilhelm chose and what happened to the witch's descendants in the modern age, the next chapter of this saga is already waiting for you. Subscribe and step back into the forest, because the Kobolds are still listening. Deep in the Black Forest of Bavaria, there is a stream the locals refuse to drink from. Its water runs with a strange cobalt blue sheen, shimmering even under moonless skies. They call it the Devil's Vein. A young hunter named Wilhelm, chasing a wounded white stag through the mist, crosses the boundary stone without realizing it. A stone carved centuries ago by hands that were not human. Within seconds, the forest falls silent. No birds, no wind, only the sound of something small, metallic, and ancient, dragging chains beneath the soil.